Okay, thank you everyone for joining with me. Today we are going to discuss this topic. The topic is visible on the screen. So you have to deliver your speech depending on the topic. I will ask you some questions depending on the topic, then you have to answer them. And try your level best to answer them properly. I will mark your pronunciation, your grammar, and other errors that you will make here. Okay, thank you. Now we can start. Who is ready? Please unmute yourself. First, we'll discuss traveling, and after that, we'll discuss park. Okay, Sifat, you are welcome. I think I'm audible to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions from traveling. Do you like traveling?
Yes, I love traveling. I can imagine my life without going to different places. I enjoy the sight, people I meet, even the hardships during the trip. All those experiences shape me into a more open-minded and strong person. I can really broaden my horizon and experience new culture when traveling to different places. It helps me to learn many things, and it also helps me to keep a good relationship with my relatives.
Okay. Which cities have you traveled to?
Well, I had to say there are not too many, but I have traveled to a few cities. Like I traveled to Nato, Dhaka, Chattogram, etc. All of them, all all of my travels, I had a really great time. I had a really great experience.
Okay. What kind of cities do you like to travel to?
Actually, I want to say I like to travel to all cities. I don't have a preference because each city is unique on its own, so I cannot judge them. But if I had to say, or you can see if I had to choose, then I'd say I'd like to I'd like to travel to a city that is calm and peaceful.
What is the place that left you the deepest impression when traveling?
Well, I traveled to different places and different cities, but the one that had the biggest impression was Nator because recently my father was transferred from Nator to Bogra. Before that, my father was working there. So at that time, my father's bank arranged a picnic where the bankers could take their families there. So we traveled there. First of all, I thought it was I mean, like, it was a good place. It was a greenish place. There are many trees and gardens. It was a really good place. But at one point, I really got bored because that's all it had. But when I traveled there and saw all the beauties and everything there, then I understood that no, that it was a really good place, and it was a really great place to live.
Okay.
In fact, that
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
sir, that's all.
That's all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Saw all the beautiful places because you cannot say beauties. If you make it plural, then it turns into common noun. So it's better to say the beautiful places, and it's better to pronounce because, not because, and good, not good. Okay, and the other parts of your speaking is almost okay, and praiseworthy. I haven't noticed any grammatical mistake in your speech. Only a little bit mistake that is totally avoidable. So thank you, Sifat, for your remarkable speech. Uh, okay, then who is ready? Please unmute yourself. Anyone, please. Okay, Sigma.
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Who is it? Mehdi Hassan. What's your name? Is it your name? Mehdi
Yes,
Hassan.
sir.
Okay, Mehdi. I'm going to ask you some questions depending on the
Yes.
topic, traveling. Your first question. Do you like traveling?
Yes, I like traveling a lot. It makes me more comfortable, and it gives me much pleasure than other things.
Okay. Which cities have you traveled to?
I have not traveled to much cities, but I have traveled to a few cities like Dhaka, Chattogram, Khulna, etc. And I had a great experience in the cities.
Okay. What kind of cities do you like to travel to?
Um, Most of the time, I like to travel the cities which is more historical, and the natural beauty of the cities must be charming. It's all.
Okay. What is the place that left you the deepest impression when traveling?
I traveled a lot of places in my life, but Mosan is the place that left me the deepest impression when traveling because I saw a lot of things there, and that makes me more confident and helps me to know about Mostango.
Okay, Mehdi, your way of speaking, of course, Meta,
That's
you're excellent. But I suggest you to add more information in your answer because you are answering in a very brief way. So try to add some more information. Okay. Okay.
yes, sir. Next time I will do it.
Okay. Thank you for your space. Sigma, please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions from traveling. Traveling is a topic today. So your first question, do you like traveling?
Yes, I love traveling because travel exposes us to different cultures and ancient traditions. And through these authentic encounters, we learn to embrace and celebrate both our similarities and our differences because travel is the only way to satisfy our mind. And besides, travel teaches us about humanity and gives us an appreciation, understanding, and respect for different points of views and ways of life. So that's why I like traveling.
Okay. Which cities have you traveled to?
Actually, I have to say there are so many cities that I have traveled to. I have traveled to Dhaka, Nator, Rajshahi, Cox's Bazar, Rangpur, etc. And most of them are and most of them are really enjoyable to me,
That
and most of the cities feels like home.
Okay. What kind of cities do you like to travel to?
Actually, I think I like most of the cities. I like all kinds of cities. I like to travel to all kinds of cities in the world because each cities has its unique language, culture, and tradition. So the most important thing of traveling is experience, not about the place. So if I travel all of the countries of the world, I will gain a lot of experiences about people, about their culture, about their language. So that's why I want to travel all the countries of the world.
Okay. What is the place that left you the deepest impression when traveling?
The place that left me the deepest impression upon traveling is Cox's Bazar. And most of the people know Cox's Bazar is the longest sea beach in the world, and the most enchanting place of Cox's Bazar is the Laboni Sea Beach and the Sugandha Sea Beach. And when I traveled there in 2021, I felt very happy, and the most deepest impression about Cox's Bazar is its waves and the sounds of the waves.
Okay. Okay, Sigma, thank you very much for your space. You have done very well. And thank you for your excellent space.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, who is left? Who is ready? Please unmute yourself. After Sigma, Tahan. Tahan. Please unmute yourself. Tahan, you have got questions. First question for you. Do you like traveling?
Yes, I like it so much. It is one of my favorite hobby. It gives me very enjoyable for me.
Okay. Which cities have you traveled to?
There are many cities that I travel in. The most of the cities are I traveled to Dhaka many times, but I traveled in Cox's Bazar, Kuminda city.
Okay. What kind of cities do you like to travel to?
I like to travel a very popular and historical city that is very fantastic for me.
Okay. What is the place that left you the deepest impression when traveling?
As my thing, the place was visiting Cox's Bazar because of it was my very exceptional experience that Cox's Bazar city is very big in my eye. So it is my deepest impression.
Okay, Tahan, thank you for your space. You have done well if I compare your today's space with your previous space. So of course you have done well. Try your level best to speak more fluently in your next class. So thank you.
Okay, sir, I'll do.
Okay, who is it? The name is written in Arabic. Please unmute yourself. Maybe you are new here. Yeah.
Yes, I am new. This is my first time.
Okay, where are you from?
From Sudan.
Sudan. Okay. You are welcome
Yes.
here. What's the name and what do you do?
My name is Ragda.
And what do you do? Are you students or service holder?
No, I am graduated, but I am not working right now. I am unemployed. I'm not in Sudan actually, because we have a war.
Okay. Okay, Mary,
Uh,
my group. If you would like to answer this question, I will ask you. Or if you have any question to me, you can ask me.
yes, I want to ask about this session. It's weekly or daily?
Actually, it's weekly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a busy person, so I cannot manage time. So only one Friday. Today is Friday in our country.
Mm-hmm.
Only one Friday, I arrange it at the same time. You can join with me. At the same time, you will get the link from the group as today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
If you like,
Okay.
I will ask you some questions.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Your first question, do you like traveling?
Yes, actually, I'm like traveling. I think anybody should like traveling because you will see you will see other people and you see other views and your thinking will be different and you will have some experience.
Yeah.
Traveling will open your eyes to other things in this world.
Yeah, of course. Actually, it's a part of learning.
What?
Traveling is a part of learning.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, which cities have you traveled to?
Actually, in Sudan, I have traveled to Khartoum. I was in Khartoum, so I have go to city called Kosti. My father born there, so I was going to my grandfather sometimes in Eid, which is that days we celebrating in for Muslim. Every Eid we go to this city called Kosti. Out my country. Also in my country, I have go to place called Kasala and Port Sudan. Port Sudan is near to Red Sea. Actually, it's so nice. But when I was in it, the season was summer, so I don't like it. But it's a nice city.
Okay.
Also, I have go in Sudan, called a place called Kasala. Just out Sudan, I have gone to Doha, Mecca, Al Medina in Saudi Arabia,
That's nice.
and Qatar.
Yeah. Already you have been many places of the world.
I wish I will go more places.
Yeah. What is the place that left you the deepest impression when traveling?
Actually, as a Muslim, of course, it's Mecca because you in Mecca and Al Medina also. In Saudi Arabia, you will see many different ethics people, and they all came here with their different background and do the same thing. It's so impressing your life that subhanallah, how much these people came here and do the same thing because they have the same religion, and everyone is so nice to each other because their religion told them to be like that. So it's make me say and be like, wow, that's so nice.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, ma'am, stay with me. We speak very well, no doubt. Just even need practice. If you do regular practice, of course, you will be the excellent speaker. So,
Inshallah.
you need the regular practice. So stay with me. I will ask you again, Park. So before that, I would like to finish this topic. Maybe I have one speaker left. Mehdi Hassan, Sifat, Sigma, Tahan. Okay, already we have completed. So now Sifat, please unmute yourself. We're going to start our second topic, Park. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do people often do in the park?
Well, there are different kinds of people that do different things in the park, like that sometimes senior citizens go in the park to take a walk, or they sit on the bench to have some rest or relax. And many children go in the park to play with their friends. And also there are many people that play different kinds of sports and games like football, badminton, etc.
Okay. Do you often visit the park when you were young?
Well, I wouldn't say often. I'd say I literally visited the park regularly because at the time I used to study in a different school, and there was a park that was right in front of my school, my old school. So my mother would take me there every day, and I used to play with my friends there, and I really had a lot of fun. But I am since now I did in a different school, so I don't go there often.
Okay. What do you intend to do at the park if you are there now?
Well, I'd probably play with my friends, like I'd play badminton or I'd take a walk because it would help me relax. And yeah, I'd probably play badminton with my friends because that's the only sport I'm good at.
Okay. Sifa, thank you very much for your speech. You have done very well this time. Sigma, please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sigma, first question for you. What do people often do in the park?
In the park, people do different kinds of things. Like most of the time, people walk in the park. They do they do some regular work, like they read books. They do some regular work like reading books, reading newspaper, listening songs, and observing the environment of the scenic beauty of the nature. And most of the time they pay heed to the birds chirping, and sometimes people often do picnic in the park.
Okay. Why do you visit? Okay, before that, did you often visit the park when you were young?
Yes, when I was young, I often visit the park with my mother. In the park, I played badminton with my cousin Odhura, and sometimes And sometimes I enjoy it a lot with them and play different kinds of games in the park and enjoy the beautiful aspects of nature.
Okay. Why don't you visit there now?
Actually, I always remain busy with my studies and other co-curricular activities. That's why I don't have enough time to visit the park there. But when I get time, I visit the park beside my home.
Okay. What do you intend to do at the park if you are there now?
Actually, I think if I are there now, I intend to read storybooks of Sharachandra Chattopadhyay and Rabindranath Tagore at the park. I really enjoy to study different kinds of storybooks and English newspaper also. And also, I like to listen songs.
Okay. Okay, Sigma, thank you very much for your space. Yeah, you have done very well. Mehdi Hassan, yeah, unmute yourself, Mehdi Hassan.
Yes, sir.
What do people often do in the park?
Parks are excellent spaces where families and friends can gather to enjoy fresh air and scenery. Having open areas for furniture available encourages people to prepare and bring picnics to the park. Picnics are a great social activity that people of all ages can enjoy enough to their wants. And people also enjoy different kinds of games in the park.
Okay. Did you often visit the park when you were young? Right now you are young. Okay, answer it.
Yes, I studied at Bogor Jilla School, so my school is near the park. So I often visit the park with my friends and play badminton and cricket in the park. I also read storybooks, sitting on the benches of the park. That gives me a much pleasure.
Okay. Okay, then these questions are not applicable for you. So the Mehdi Hassan, thank you very much for your speech. You have done very well this time. It's your level best to do more and more attractive of your speech. So wish you good luck. Okay, then.
Yes.
Okay, Tahan. Then I'll go to you. Tahan, please.
Yes, sir.
What do people often do in the park?
In the park, mainly people spend their leisure time and they play various kind of sports, and people do their picnic in the park.
Did you often visit the park when you were young?
Yes, when I was young, I often visit to the park with my parents. I played with my parents. I also played with my friends in the park.
Okay. Why don't you visit the park now? Or do you visit the park?
Yes, I visit the park to keep my mind fresh. I also visit the park to play with my friends.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Then, yeah, now you please unmute yourself. I have forgotten your name. So please, yeah.
Ragda.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay. I'm going to ask you some. What's your name? I have forgotten it.
Ragda.
Radha. Yeah.
Ra. Yeah. RAGDA.
Rad.
Yes. RAGDA.
Oh. Okay, okay. Thank you. First question for you. What do people often do in the park?
Actually, I think that people change. They want to change their mood. So some people grab their tea and coffee, and some people go to read. Some people go to clear their minds. Children go to play. It depends on the person who wants to park.
Okay.
Sometimes families get together and make some communication.
Next question. Did you visit the park when you were young?
Actually, I born in city that's have no park, so when I want to park, I will I have to travel for like about an hour. So to play, when I was young, my main purpose to play, just to have fun with my family, with the other kids that from my family. So I think it was nice memories when I was young.
Okay.
Just
Why
for
don't you
this.
visit there now?
Actually, for a year I was in a place that's so close to park. It's 2 minutes just from the park, so close for me. Actually, I was going for like every day. I take my nieces and go out. They play, and I make some communication with the neighbors, and we take coffee and we laugh and like this. So in the past year, I was so active in the parks.
Okay. Then you pass your pleasant moment every day. The last question is not applicable for you because you have already answered it. Thank you to join with me. If you like, you can join with me every Friday at the same time. You are welcome.
I will try.
Okay.
I will try. Do you give grade for this?
I think at least 6+ for you. 6+.
6+?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Thank you. Okay. Everything is
I want
okay.
to
Just
ask you
a
about
little bit problem, a little bit mannerism. Sometimes you pronounce, so try to remove it from your speech. And your way of speaking, your pronunciation, everything is praiseworthy. And just do regular practice. I think this problem will solve very soon. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome.
God bless you.
God bless you. Okay, dear participant, thank you very much to join with me. This is the end of our today's class. Our next class will be on Friday at the same time. And before that, of course, I share the topic. So you must take your preparation on the topic properly so that you can speak here fluently. Okay, till that, stay healthy. May Allah bless you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum.